Last year, on one fateful day whilst I was at work, I promised one of my friends that I would play and complete a certain cult classic before Halloween. This game had also happened to be on my backlog too, so I thought, why not? And what a journey I went on indeed.
Hey!
If somebody had asked me what the scariest game I've ever played would be, it would be Amnesia: The Dark Descent without a shadow of a doubt. Some other horrors I played like Dead Space, RE2, 4, 7 and Alien Isolation sure have their tense moments, but The Dark Descent is something entirely different. Throughout the years, I've heard people say that they consider The Dark Descent as a walking sim with a few tense moments, which included the strategy of shit thy pants, hide in cupboard, wait for scary music to die down, and all is grand. Playing it for myself, I was constantly on edge. So much so I could only weather about 2 hours max a day because the atmosphere was that intense. I think what sets this game apart from other horror titles is that games like, say, Dead Space or RE titles can have parts in the story which allow some breathing room for the player. That being relaxing in a safe room for a few minutes or popping some light humour in between some stressful encounters. But The Dark Descent is hellbent on making your experience as tense and as miserable as possible. There's a single aspect of this game which makes me feel so uncomfortable at the mere thought of it, and that is the ambience. There's never really pure silence during your 10-hour or so playthrough from what I can remember, but a constant drone of demonic growling mixed with human hums, dissonant organs and machinery.
Run.
It sounds thick, claustrophobic, suffocating, and most importantly, hostile. And do not get me started on the sound cues that play when an enemy sees you. Scars. I have scars. A mechanic which pairs so well with the horrific atmosphere of Brennenburg Castle is maintaining your ever-decreasing sanity. Towards the start of the game, Daniel, aka you the player, find a lantern filled with some oil, and you can use this to navigate the area when it gets dark, and also help keep yourself from going batshit insane. The more you explore in the dark without your lantern on or with candles to light nearby, the more your sanity will drain. This will cause Daniel to start hearing cockroaches, his vision will start to pulsate and warp, paintings will appear extremely distorted.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
As well as many other hallucinations. It's not just the dark that will hurt your sanity, but many other entities roam inside of the castle. If you come across these enemies, you'll have to physically pull Daniel away from looking at them with your mouse. The longer you look, the more crazed you'll become, and for good reason. Amnesia is already a very well-known game in the gaming sphere, but one type of creature comes to mind when somebody says the word amnesia or dark descent to you, and that is the grunts. Big flappy skin hangs where their jaws should be, their eyes bulge out, and their bodies are wrapped in rope with disfigured limbs. Seeing one of these shuffle at speed towards you paired with the siren that blares is absolutely terrifying. As well as the grunts, there's also the brutes, which have a massive slit down its face with teeth protruding out, nails in their skin, and a massive sword for an arm. The first time I came across one of these in the prison section, I hid in a cell for a good 10 minutes. There will be more enemies you'll encounter on your journey through Brennenburg Castle, but I won't spoil you. There was one in particular that I struggled through, and all I'll say is that it involved water. And just to briefly touch on, the environments are crafted with such detail, it really feels like a haunted castle with some dark history lurking behind it. The deeper you go, the more mythical it becomes. And with that, that's the end of the video. Sorry for taking ages again. The scripts for SSX Tricky and Ratchet & Clank are still in the process, still in the works. This one just fell together much better. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, as it really helped me out a bunch. And each like and comment equals to one pet to my doggo. If you haven't played this game and enjoy horror games, please give it a go. Go and endure the horrors of Brennenburg Castle.